Nintendo has once again decided that they want to be the cartoon villains of the gaming world. In this case, they have let RTA, Real Time Attack, the speedrunning charity event in Japan, the biggest speedrunning charity event in Japan, know that if they want to feature any Nintendo games at their speedrunning charity event in 2025, which is occurring from the 9th of August to the 15th of August, that they need to specifically request permission for every single game through a very long and complicated process. And to explain like how long and complicated this process would be, they told RTA on the 13th of June. And RTA decided that the process was too long and convoluted, that from the 13th of June to August 9th, there would not be enough time for them to go through the process for all the games that they would have wanted to feature. So, to put this into context, to simplify this, the TLDR of this, Nintendo has decided that they don't want to allow a charity event to raise money for charity using their game or their games without express and bureaucratic permission for it. And here's the thing, man. Like, I get it. They are the copyright owners. They own the copyright for the game. Should they be allowed to do this? Sure, maybe. I don't know enough about fair use to understand whether or not, if Nintendo didn't have, God's lawyers on its side, whether or not they would win a fair use debate when it comes to a charity speedrunning event kind of thing like that. But should they be doing this? Absolutely not. One, the number of games that people buy because they see a streamer playing it, or they see a Let's Player playing it, or they think that there is some money in it because they'll get into big esports for it, so they want to buy it and practice it, whatever, is insane. Like, their policy over the last many years, since like Let's Plays and streaming has become a thing, of trying to shut down Let's Players and shut down streams for it, at one point trying to claim all the ad revenue for any content that was pushed out for it, at one point having a very specific Nintendo content creator program that required you to apply through them and submit your videos through them to see if they were worthy of being on the channel, is just bad business practice, because now less people are going to want to buy the game, are going to want to play the game, because they're not having it fed to them. But that is their right as a business to do that. That is, I will 100% say, like, again, I'm not going to get into fair use, because one, Nintendo's lawyers could, sue God and win. And two, I'm not a lawyer. It seems to me like my immediate instinct is, it seems to me that like Let's Plays kind of fall within that gray area of, is it transformative enough to be fair use? Does it fall within this and that? Blah blah blah. I don't know. But from just a business standpoint, it is a bad decision to do that. It is free advertising for a lot of games. I'll give you, there's some games, some of the very story-driven games that there's only one way for it to end. If people wanted, to say, hey, no, please don't stream this game, please don't put Let's Plays of this game, because people are less likely to play it if it's basically just a movie that you're playing, and now they've already seen the movie for free. I kind of get that. That's another little gray area there. But for pretty much everything else, I've bought a lot of games because I saw a Let's Player play. I saw a YouTuber player, I saw a streamer play it. A lot of people have bought a lot of games. It is just free advertisement. So on that standpoint, like, if I were the share owners of Nintendo, if I owned stock in Nintendo, if I was someone on the board of executives for Nintendo, I would 100% want people putting out Let's Plays on it. But two, from just a PR standpoint, telling a charity that is raising money for a charity like Doctors Without Borders, telling a charity event that's raising money for something like Doctors Without Borders, that no, you cannot use our games unless you go through this complex procedure to apply to use it for every single game that you might want to play, because we would rather have 100% control over everything you say and do than support a charity, is just a huge, like, PR fail, and just a huge testament to who they are becoming, to what Nintendo is becoming, and that is the supervillains of the gaming world. They do not care. They do not care about their player base. They do not care about their community. They do not care about anything other than profit. And to an extent, it seems like they don't even care about profit because they are making decisions that aren't going to help them profitably. The lawsuit against Power World, they are spending more money on the lawsuit than they could claim in profit. And Power World is not competing with Pokemon. There is no one who is a Pokemon fan that is going to be say, oh, Power World exists, so I'm not going to get the new Pokemon game. But there are a lot of people that are going to say, hey, you're suing Power World and you're being shady as hell. Maybe I'm not going to buy the new Pokemon game. A lot less than I would hope. But still. So it's not even about profit for them. They aren't even showing a clear, like, fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders because they're not even making profitable decisions. The profitable decision would be for them to allow RTA to stream these games, to do a charity speedrunning event using these games. Because then more people are going to see these games, see that, oh my god, this game is fun, or oh my god, this game is challenging, or oh my god, I can be one of the big esports people and make money off of streaming this game potentially. I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy the game. I don't even think it's about controlling their image at this point, because I was about to say they would rather control their image to such a degree that they don't want anyone who's not approved to play any of their games, but they are destroying their image. They are tarnishing their image in every way possible because more and more they are just shitting on their community. They are, rubbing their fans' faces in their dirt. They're rubbing the gaming community's faces in the dirt. They're showing themselves to be more and more of an evil entity that would rather harm a charity than just allow them to do the thing that every other company is allowing them to do. I've not heard of a single other company that has gone this far as to say, no, you can't use our game in a charity speedrunning event. And maybe I'm wrong. I mean, leave a comment if you know of one that has done that and I'm wrong. I'll freely admit that I'm wrong. They are the Karens of the gaming verse. They are the Bond villains of the gaming verse. I can't understand what their goal is here. I cannot understand what they are trying to achieve with the actions that they have been taking. And my conspiracy theory has been that, like, and no, I don't actually believe this, but like, I would not be surprised if it came out that this was the case, that they are just so tired, that their executives are so tired of making video games and having to do this, but they don't want to quit and give up, that they are just trying to slowly destroy their reputation so that the company goes out of business so that they can all retire without saying, I'm done, I give up kind of thing. Because that's the only thing that makes sense with these decisions that they are making. I mean, here, like, I don't even know where to go from there. This was something that I saw and was like, I could not really believe that this was the next stance that they're taking. At this point, I would have believed wholeheartedly that they would want to be making moves to repair their public image, to say, hey, I know we're suing this small indie company over something that maybe you guys don't agree with. I know we're raising the Switch prices. I know we're raising game prices. I know we're doing all this shady shit, but we're going to support this charity. Hell, we'll match money up to a certain amount or something that would repair their image, repair their public reputation. But it seems that every single step, every single time Nintendo is given the opportunity to make a smart decision, a good PR decision, and a morally correct decision, they are choosing to do the exact opposite. So I don't know what's going on over at Nintendo headquarters, but that's just something I wanted to talk about. Membership details over there, all the money from memberships up until the point where I can hire my editor on full time goes straight to my editor. If you've gotten to this point, please leave a like and subscribe so you can see when my new content comes out and to turn on notifications. My hair is atrocious right now. Have a nice day.